So hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now this video has quite a few very special trophies that I'm just so excited to actually share with you. So getting right into it, and we're starting off with a level 3 Capercaillie. Now this was actually a good size level 3 at 4.83 and we actually managed to hit him in the head at just over 200 meters. But like I said, a pretty good size one. I don't see many that actually get up into this size range, so really happy to actually get one above 4.8 again. Then moving on to the next clip, and we have another level 3 Capercaillie, once again taking it out with the 22, but this time at a little bit closer range, and as you can see it didn't take very long for it to go down at all from that shot. This time a little bit of a smaller one at 4.76. We actually got lucky with a high trophy rating as he only weighs 4.74 kg, but actually scores 4.76. As I've talked about in videos before, animals that are scored off of their weight, their weight and score correlate pretty closely, but you will often get a little bit of a variant like that, and then sometimes you'll get a little bit of a higher trophy rating or a little bit of a lower trophy rating, and depending on which way it goes, that can sometimes be the difference between an animal making diamond or not. But moving on to this next clip, and we have another bird trophy, this time an orange female black grouse. Now I've actually specifically been looking for rare female black grouse. Even more specifically, I've been looking for the gold variant for female black grouse. It is an incredible looking rare. If you have never seen one, I do recommend googling what the gold female black grouse in this game look like, because they are absolutely stunning. They have feathers that just look like gold. They are just beautiful. I've only seen a couple of pictures of them posted. They are seemingly very, very rare and absolutely gorgeous. But this time we don't have one of those gold females, we have an orange. Now this is the other rare type that they can have. You can get the orange females or the gold females. Both are rare. The orange ones obviously have the more orange looking plumage type, and it's very, very pretty. Hard to distinguish from the dark plumage type for these guys when you see them at a distance, but the orange ones are noticeably more orange in colour when you actually get a good look at them. Very, very pretty bird, and hopefully eventually, if I keep hunting these guys, we will actually manage to find one with that gold plumage type, which would be super, super cool. But moving on to the next clip, still on Revontuli, and we have a rare bear feeding out here on the road. That is a melanistic brown bear female. Now this is always such a cool thing when you can catch a rare just out in the open like this, and as soon as I saw this female out on the open road here, I knew straight away it was a melanistic. Now the melanistic brown bear, before they got their update with Revontuli and they got these amazing new models, they used to be a lot more common than they are now. Like, I had times where on Medved I shot several melanistics in one hunt. Nowadays you do not see these guys very much at all, so actually seeing this one out here was pretty exciting, and they do look just so much better with these new models. Very, very pretty animal, and they are just jet black. They are really, really fantastic looking. I do like the rare brown bear, and it's funny, we got the albino female in a very similar area recently. It was actually also along this road where I found that albino female in a very recent previous video, and then on this run along this particular road looking for mountain hares and raccoon dogs, I ended up coming across this melanistic female. Absolutely fantastic, and like I said, just really cool when you catch a rare just out in the open like that, and it's just so blindingly obvious that it is a rare. I always find those encounters really cool. Now sticking with the theme of rares on Revontuli, and this time we're moving on to waterfowl, and we have a rare Eurasian wigeon. Now, I have actually been hunting Eurasian wigeon quite a lot, as I am really, really looking for a couple of the different leucistic variants for the males, and also the very elusive hybrid variation. But this time we have something a little bit different. We actually have an eclipse male. Now, I could tell that this was an eclipse because when you look at it, it has plumage very similar to the females. It basically looks like somewhere half between what the males look like and somewhere half between what the females females look like. And that is because it is in the eclipse stage of plumage, which is actually a thing in real life when male birds are going from the beautiful, really extravagant breeding plumage to the sort of more dull winter plumage. Really cool thing. Like I said, it happens in real life. You can go and look it up. It's really cool. And I'm still so pleased that they actually put this in game. And I always get really excited, and I really love it because I love biology and nature and stuff in real life as well as obviously in game. So seeing something like this represented in game is extra cool. In the same server, only a few flocks later, this guy came in, a level 3 Eurasian wigeon. This particular server had a couple of really nice birds on it. Obviously the eclipse that we just got, then this level 3. There was also a level 3 tufted duck that actually trolled me, and it was my first troll ever for that species, so that was interesting. But this guy actually does make diamond at 922.77, which is a good bit over that diamond requirement, which is 905. And if you look in the chat, you can see my previous harvest, which was the eclipse wigeon that we just took a look at. So a really good server for the birds this time. I spent a lot of time in multiplayer, just sat down on this island in the south on Raventuli with decoys out, looking for the different birds as they come in, hoping for rares and diamonds. So really pleased with how that went. Now moving on to another bird, this time another level 3, but this time it is a Hazel Grouse. These guys are so rare. I was in this area looking for that ever elusive diamond mountain hare. I picked up a max weight Hazel Grouse track, and literally only about 100 meters from where I picked up the initial track, I ended up spotting this guy. That led me on about a 1 hour track trying to actually get a shot at him, and I know it says that the tracking distance is 0 meters, which I think is because I ended up resetting the time in this server to try and get him back to his zone, because his tracks just disappeared eventually. And thankfully, when I reset the time and came back to that initial area where I spotted him, he was there, and I just managed to get him with the 22, even with my in-game heart rate going absolutely crazy and in making it very hard to get a stable shot. But that's actually only my second ever diamond Hazel Grouse, so that was really exciting. Talking of my second ever diamond for a certain species, and we have a level 5 Greylag goose. Now this is only the second level 5 I have ever seen for these guys, and he does actually make diamond at 3.90, which this was again really exciting for me because I'd only ever had the one diamond. The diamond and the rare Greylag geese are extremely rare. You do not see a lot of trophies for this species. It's same with the Hazel Grouse, so getting this diamond was really cool. I'm actually on the lookout and hunting specifically for rare Greylag geese, but getting another diamond, I will not say no to that. That is absolutely just incredibly exciting, and I'm so pleased that I managed to actually harvest it. Now moving on to the next trophy, and we have something that honestly I can't believe I have found a second one of. This is an albino mountain hare. Now, I have had not one, not two, but 3 rare mountain hares, 1 molting and now 2 albinos, and still no level 3s. I have not even seen a level 3. It's not like I've seen a level 3 and been trolled. I have never seen a level 3 full stop. All of the max weight tracks I follow have led me to small level 2s. I have never seen a level 3, but yet I have now 3 rares, 2 of them being albino, which is just absolutely wild to me. You know, I must be hunting the right areas to be coming across these trophies, but I just wonder when am I ever gonna find a level 3? This is such a cool trophy, and you know, I'm so excited that I managed to get another one to go in the trophy lodge. But I just hope one day we will actually see a level 3 mountain hare. It feels like they are my nemesis in this game at the moment, and I was just like, there's no way that's another albino, and you know, it was just insane. But this next rare got my heart just absolutely pounding. Now, I know it probably wasn't very clear to see exactly what it was there, but I just had to get him down as quickly as possible. This is a blue hybrid Eurasian teal. Now, I wish it had been maybe a little bit easier for you guys to see through the scope exactly what we were looking at, but I was just in full panic mode and wanted to get this guy down as quickly as possible. These things are stupidly rare. I have only ever had one, and that was in multiplayer not too long after Revontuli released. The hybrids of the different duck species, you know, like the goldeneye, the Eurasian wigeon, and of course the Eurasian teal, they are just so incredibly rare. And seeing this guy actually amongst the flock, I saw the fully green head and the very bright orange chest and just went into absolute panic. As I shot him and then ran over to harvest him, my heart was pounding. I have had such struggles with multiplayer recently, everything from just awful people hacking and being really just not great people, you know, and just getting kicked and disconnects and everything. And I saw this bird and I was like, I can't lose this. And I just went into full panic mode about it because this is such an incredibly rare animal and they're so incredibly stunning. I am so lucky to have harvested another one of these. I'm just beyond thrilled. What an incredible bird. And finally, moving over to Emerald Coast for the last clip of this video, and sticking with the theme of my second ever of that particular trophy type. This is a legendary red fox, and this is only the third one I have ever seen. My first one was on Yukon Valley, and it made diamond. My second legendary red fox was here on Emerald Coast, and unfortunately it was a troll, so it never made it into a video. Then this guy showed up. I was convinced he was going to troll, seeing as he only had a max estimate of 14, but picking him up, he actually has a high trophy rating, and he makes diamond. That weight, if he was scoring closer to his weight at 13.92, he wouldn't have made diamond. But as I just talked about earlier in this video, sometimes there is a bit of a sort of variant with the trophy rating and the weight. Sometimes you'll get a high trophy rating like this, where the actual trophy rating is higher than the weight of the animal, and sometimes you'll get a low trophy rating where the trophy rating is actually lower than the weight of the animal. I've had that on a few trophies before, where the weight has been there to make diamond, but the trophy rating has not been there, it's been too low. And then this happens. I was absolutely freaking out because I saw that max estimate of 14 and I was like, this guy's probably gonna troll. He's probably gonna troll. And, you know, I'd only ever had one diamond red fox, that one that I found on Yukon, and the second legendary I ever found was a troll. And so seeing that estimate, I was like, I'm probably gonna get trolled. But just seeing that 9 legendary pop up, it just made me panic, like full on panic, the same as with that hybrid teal. You know, I've seen less of these things than I've seen of great ones. They're that hard to find. And, you know, it's not for lack of seeing foxes or time put in. And I just couldn't believe that this guy made diamond. My heart was racing as I went over to pick him up, same as with that teal, even though I didn't expect this guy to make diamond. And I actually closed my eyes when I picked him up. And then I sort of opened them and I saw the diamond rating come up and I was like, there's no way that he actually makes diamond. I got so lucky. That's such a high trophy rating for this guy to have compared to his weight. And I did check, everything was completely legit in the server. I want you guys to know that when I do get a cool trophy, I always do go and do my due diligence and check through the server and make sure that it isn't a hacked server, because I know what a minefield multiplayer is. You know, I play plenty of multiplayer. I experience all the same issues you guys run into with hackers and modded servers and all of that gross stuff. So I'm always really careful, and if I get something cool, especially like this, where it has got a high trophy rating compared to its weight, I do go through and check that everything is legit. Before I post anything into videos, I always check it's legit. I've, you know, ended up in a server before, not realised it was modded, shot something cool, and then realised it was a modded server. That trophy then, it immediately gets yeeted from my trophy manager, just absolutely gone, deleted immediately, and the clip will never be posted in a video. I will never share that kind of content. It's not right. So I always check. And like I said, when I saw this guy and he had that high trophy rating, I did go through and I did check everything, and everything was legit. So I ended up with my second ever diamond red fox, and he actually ends up having my favourite fur type for these guys. I really love this dark red fur. I think it is so incredibly beautiful, and out of all of the common furs, it's the one I wanted the most for a diamond, so I am just unbelievably stoked about getting this. I have had so much luck in the past few days with getting sort of like the second ever of that kind of trophy, like my second ever diamond Hazel Grouse, my second ever diamond Greylag, second ever Albino mountain hare, second ever hybrid Eurasian Teal, and it's just interesting how Call of the Wild goes that this all happened sort of within the space of a couple of days to get all these sort of seconds of that kind of trophy. But they were all just incredibly exciting, and like I said, several of these had my heart pounding. So yeah, I'm just really, really excited about sharing these trophies with you guys, especially for me, the hybrid teal, because I do really love finding these extremely hard to find rares, and the waterfowl rares on Revon Thule are very hard to get hold of. So yeah, really, really, really excited. And the diamond red fox. I can't believe I've got a second diamond red fox. So much time and, you know, so many hours, and only my second ever diamond red fox. Just such a cool diamond to get. I'm really, really thrilled. But that is going to be it for this video, so thank you so much for watching and for all your support as always, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.